A Rexburg craft store that's been around over 100 years is closing its original store this Saturday. KPVI News that works for you reporter Zane Hopen joins us now live from the newsroom to tell us about how the third generation of Porters are reflecting on the long history of the family business. Zane.
Thanks, Matt. I got to sit down with Chuck and Linda Porter, and they told me all about their gratefulness for Eastern Idaho and everything that got them to where they are today.
Since 1915, if you turn right onto College Avenue from Main Street in Rexburg, you see a store called Porter's. The only thing that has changed is what's sold on the inside. It began as a bookstore, owned by Chuck Porter's grandfather.
My dad bought that from him and then added a variety store in the storefront next door. And then he added office supplies.
Now it is widely known throughout Eastern Idaho as Porter's Craft and Frame. Chuck grew up in the store. His earliest memories are him as young as 5 years old, riding his bike around downtown Rexburg while his father ran the store.
He decided I would be a helper to one of them. And so I was Larry's helper, and I got paid 15 cents an hour.
Once Chuck grew up, his father wanted him to achieve more than just running the family business. So Chuck graduated from college with an engineering degree. Later, he went to law school. And after working in Los Angeles for a number of years, he got an opportunity to be closer to where he really wanted to be.
I knew his love was in the store. The day we moved back, he was coming down here on Saturdays to close for his dad, and his mom had me in the children's book department selling children's books and ordering, and I knew this is where we would end up.
Chuck's father had a heart attack shortly after their return to Rexburg, and in 1980, Chuck and Linda held the keys to the same business they went to following their first date. And after 38 years under their control and 103 years under the family name, Porter's in Rexburg will be closing this Saturday.
We've had a great legacy to follow, and I hope we've done them proud.
So the next time you turn right on College Avenue from Main Street in Rexburg, you may not see Porter's, but you will see the building of a family business that stood the test of a century.
Not everyone can have a small business, but if you have a small business, it's a real blessing in your life. It's an identity for your family and for your children, and it can be really constructive in your life.
The building will be taken over by AC Moore Arts and Crafts, and they will be retaining most of the Porter's employees. Live from the newsroom, I'm Zane Hopen. Matt, back to you.
All right, lots of history in that building. Thank you, Zane.